I'm sorry if you hear rain outside, because Mother Nature probably knew I was talking about Frontiers today. Hello everybody, NitPicker here, complaining about issues green and small for your entertainment, and today I'm here to talk about Sonic Frontiers in another episode of Hopes and Worries. And you know, the minute I started this series with Kirby and the Forgotten Land, I knew I had to finally talk about Sonic Frontiers. Now, for some context, I knew that as someone who has a YouTube channel with a Sonic OC as his mascot, therefore making himself a Sonic tuber, and especially the fact that my Sonic content is what's doing so well on this channel, please stop watching the Omen's video, that I had to make some kind of mention about Sonic Frontiers, right? Just some kind of whisper out into the ether of the YouTube algorithm. I've had people, well, okay, only like one or two people, ask me after the Frontiers trailer at the Game Awards, you know, why aren't you uploading anything about Frontiers? And it's like, there's nothing to say. This channel is a review channel. The nitpicks are my branding, you know, my content. So just making a video where I have nothing to say because of lack of info, I just had to resort to complaining on Twitter and pissing James off, even though I could scroll more, whatever. But with the release of the demo of Kirby and the Forgotten Land and the idea of making this show Hopes and Worries, I knew it was finally time to talk about it. So without further ado, let's go over my hopes and worries for Sonic Frontiers. Alright, so let's get a little bit more context so I can segue back into the video after the intro. Why have I not made a video on Frontiers? Why have I not broken the rules and maybe made a nitpick on it like I planned, or just maybe a topic video or something? It's because there's literally nothing to talk about. We had the reveal of Sonic Frontiers, new Sonic game back in May at Sonic Central, where they announced some merch in Sonic Colors Ultimate and Sonic Origins. The show ended off with a new look at what was to come for Sonic fans, showing no ounce, not even a whisper, of gameplay. All it did was confirm that Sonic was in it, and there were trees. That's it. Then we had to wait 6 months. 6 months to see the game again at the Game Awards, and we were all like, "Aw man, time to see some gameplay, let's go!" And Sega was like, "You want to see a pretty map instead? Listen, to you cuckheads that aren't Sonic fans and are like, oh man, Sonic fans will complain about anything, but just let me put this in a matter of perspective for you. 2017 was the last mainline Sonic title. 2019 was the last title with Sonic's name on it, even though it was a racing game and one I actually like, but not a lot of people do, but they're wrong. But if you remember that 2017 title, that title was Sonic Forces, which was not, and is not, a good game, and not a very long one at that. So 2017 to 2021, we were kind of desperate, alright? We were desperate for any sort of acknowledgement about the next Sonic title, and if it was going to be another boost, or would they try something different after the failure of Sonic Forces reception. And there were whispers, or rumors of the new Sonic game that it was going to be open world, and a lot of people were mixed about this direction. It could literally be the best Sonic game, or the worst Sonic game. So then we had the announcement of a new event from Sega called Sonic Central, and we all thought that these leaks and rumors were going to be put to rest as we finally got confirmation of forest and feet. This trailer showed nothing. The CGI looked pretty, but it was CGI. That's all it was. So we waited longer and longer, and finally, during the Game Awards, we were all set to see gameplay, and it showed nothing as well. No glimpse into the direction of Sonic Frontiers, no sign of gameplay anywhere. All we got were shots of a pretty map and a giant foot. That's it. And and look, a giant Colossus thing, cool, fine. The fact that Amy's voice was echoing, fine. But I'm gonna be brutally honest here, I don't care. Okay, let me rephrase that. The implications that the trailer gave, okay, cool. Sonic's friends could be dead or trapped in the rumored cyberspace, and there's a giant Colossus mech that Sonic has to fight. Cool, okay, cool. But if the gameplay sucks, guess what? I don't care. It's like Sonic Unleashed. Yeah, that story is incredible, really emotional. Besides the werehog, it does nothing. But still, Sonic Unleashed's story is so good, but the gameplay is so split down the middle where it doesn't save the game. It adds value and I enjoy it, but when I buy a game, I want a good game. Now sure, I want a good story. Don't get me wrong, but I will 100% take a terrible story with good gameplay rather than a bad game with an amazing story. 1000%. So seeing these trailers focusing on teasing the story and not showing any gameplay kinda pisses me off, I'm not gonna lie. Cause here's the thing, folks. This is why it's so worrying. This game has every chance to be the best Sonic game in the universe, but it also has every other chance of screwing up. Okay, so what could go right with this game? What could this game do right? Well, a Sonic open world game is legitimately interesting, and the series did dabble with this sort of thing. The closest we got to an open world was Sonic 06, and to be fair, that had every right to be good, but of course, it was 06. But having an open world that houses Sonic's speed comfortably and you can speed your way through with no limits and no boundaries, that honestly sounds amazing. It could be so fun to accelerate through the Starfall Islands, just stopping for things like collectibles and architecture. It sounds really fun and exhilarating. The only problem is Starfall Islands A, big enough, B, interesting enough, or C, civilized enough? And more importantly, is Sonic fun to play? And let me get something straight right out of the gate. I am not expecting Sonic Frontiers to be amazing right out of the gate. In fact, I'm pretty confident saying it won't be great on the first try. But I'm at least hoping for a good experience that shows the promise of something greater. Like, you know, what can you do with this style of Sonic moving forward? What can we do to improve Sonic Frontiers' eventual follow-up? I just want Frontiers to be a decent game that feels fresh. We've had so many games at this point, the boost formula, where it just felt like it didn't take any risks, and the risks the game did take either fell off, or weren't fleshed out, or just had something wrong with them. So, I'm hoping for Sonic Frontiers to be something fresh, new, and that works. I want to play this game and go, wow, this is something, in a positive way. Gotta specify that before this game is so shitty I say that and then people will go, well, did you do what you asked? So, okay. So if I were to bank on anything, I would bank on my most pessimistic, realist take on Frontiers right now that we don't have any gameplay. If I were to predict the quality as of right now with no other evidence suggesting otherwise at this very moment at the time of this recording, this game will be mediocre, but not in the same way as a Sonic Forces mediocre. A mediocre where it's at least fresh, so you at least play it because it's at least an interesting game. That's all I can really hope for this game, and I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to turn out to be, unless it becomes an 06, which, dear God, I hope not, because this franchise will literally be dead if that happens. But I will close with something positive. At the very least, I'm glad we're at least getting something new. It is kind of exciting to be so scared of how a new game is going to turn out, knowing literally nothing about it. At least we aren't sitting here expecting the game to be like Generations 2 or whatever. At least it's nice to actually have something different and kind of ambitious again. We haven't had an ambitious Sonic game since, Sonic Unleashed kinda. After that, most of the games just felt very samey and had no identity or risk-taking. It was just, And the game seems to not be going for that whimsical style like Colors, Generations, Lost World, and Forces. And with Ian Flynn writing the story and the implications from the clues of the trailer, maybe this game will be better in the writing department and have Sonic back to not being a kid anymore, like Unleashed or something like that. I don't know. It's all up in the air, man. I have no clue what this game is going to be. And it's incredibly annoying to have to just sit here and wait when the game is going to be releasing in about 8 months, according to most Sonic games releasing in November in that one PlayStation Store leap. When will we see gameplay, though? Well, in my opinion, we should have seen it at the Game Awards, but if we go by Sonic Forces' marketing strategy, the first gameplay reveal after the debut trailer happened in March, with every month getting a trailer or gameplay reveal. So maybe they might do that again. And South by Southwest isn't showing games anymore, but there is a new type of event called Future of Gaming, where Sonic did make an appearance at before with Sonic Colors Ultimate. So we might see gameplay there at the spring version of that, whenever it comes out on March 24th. But if we don't, there's always E3 or E3's season, I guess, because it might not be happening. I don't know. But honestly, Sega has got to knock it off with all this tight-lipped nonsense. It's getting annoying where they reveal a game with a CGI teaser and then say nothing else for months. This has got to stop. It's annoying and it's not fun for anybody involved. If you have nothing to show, don't show anything unless there's another trailer coming down through the pipeline in a month or two. Until then, just don't show anything at all. It's annoying and it's not fun, especially when it's something like Sonic where the quality is so infrequent. Anyway, those are my hopes and worries for Sonic Frontiers. Hopefully I will see you again at the end of the month, or whenever we do get another trailer, you know, when I'm dead, and I'll be a little bit more positive. But I don't know. Hopefully at least a little bit. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Got a bunch of great content in the works. And if you're new here and you love Sonic, which I assume you do, make sure to check out some of my other Sonic content. I got a whole bunch. I'm going through the mainline games, you know. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.